Hi everyone, it's Shy here, and I am here to show you today an easy, keyword on easy, fun math lesson using things you probably wouldn't think you would normally use. We're going to use the good old classic fairy tale, Jack and the Beanstalk, and then we are also going to use a die, or I think a number cube, like you can call them dice, a die now, and also some magic beans. Well, not really magic, but some beans that I got for the magic price of $1.25 at my favorite store, Dollar Tree. Okay, so first things first, the standard I'm looking to cover with this lesson is PKCCB5, which represents numbers by producing sets of objects with concrete interest, pictures, numbers, focusing on 0 to 5 first, then 1 to 10. I had this going from 1 to 6 today. We could add on Leaf to the Beanstalk, which I'll show you in a minute as the week goes on, the lesson goes on. We really want to see with this lesson if kids can, of course, not only be able to count, but also being able to identify the numbers and being able to put the correct number of beans on the corresponding leaf, which that's what our little game lesson that we're going to do is. What we would do first, we would either read the book or find a read aloud on YouTube or a quick video of the story Jack and the Beanstalk. Gigglebox is great for fairy tales. They're short. Everybody's worried about screen time. They're short, to the point, like 4 to 5 minutes. The animation's cute. They're great. So if you can't find like a read aloud book version, the Gigglebox is good to go too. So we would do the story, and of course everybody knows the story that Jack gets 3. Most stories say he gets like 3 magic beans. So after the story, I forgot to add to this is geared towards pre-K students, like 4-year-olds, but I definitely think 3-year-olds could probably do it too. So after I read the story, we would either do it on the carpet or move to the table, depending on how big the group is. So here's a shot of the Beanstalk. So what we do is, we'll take our die, we will roll it, and there is 2 dots. We'd say, okay, how many, little Jimmy, say 2. So count 1, 2, and ask the kids to show you, show me 2 fingers. Even have them clap twice, especially if you have a larger group, so you can keep their attention. Then it would go to the magic bowl, and they pick out 1, 2 beans, and once again to have everybody count with it, so it keeps everybody involved. And we'd go look on the Beanstalk and find the leaf that has the 2 dots. There it is. 1, 2. Then we'd get to the next friend, roll it again. Also, too, while they're sitting, to maybe have the kids, like I said, have them when they're rolling, and when they get the number, everybody clap out the number, clap count when they pick the beans. You can also maybe have them say fee, fi, fo, fum, if they seem to be getting antsy. So roll it again, big money, no whammies. Now we have, how many dots do we have on here? 1, 2, 3. So then we go 1, 2, 3, and then find a leaf with 3 beans. Everybody clap count. 1, 2, 3. And you can do this until go, of course, to everybody gets a turn. Maybe do it twice, depending on your group size, depending on how engaged you are. I've actually have done this before, and some groups we could sit and we could count beans all morning long. Others are good a time or two. Everybody's different, no biggie. Just, know your audience, like Kenny Rogers, so you gotta know when to fold them. But yeah, it's a fun, really easy activity. You could also, not to get too far away from the math, but you could, hey, I got 5 beans. Was that more than Jack had? How many more was that? Something else too, especially more definitely if you're going to do it with like pre-cares, you could you could put on the back of the leaves like the number 2 and the word. They can start to be able to recognize the word in print. All right, so that is my lesson on Jack and the Beanstalk with some math thrown in. All right, have a good one.